Hello, everyone. A very good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for the 28th fortnightly session organized by the Knowledge and Awareness Mapping Platform. I, Aniket Arora, convener, CAMP, will moderate this session today. Today, we have with us Mr. Saeed Ayaz Uddin, TEDx speaker and founder of Careerologist, Mr. Ashish Kumar Mittal, Project Director, CAMP, Ms. Arika Mathur, member, KPMC, and my fellow champions. I welcome you all. Knowledge and Awareness Mapping Platform is an initiative and knowledge alliance of CSIR NISPER, National Institute of Science Communication and Policy Research, Ministry of Science and Technology, with industrial partner NCPL, NISA Communication Private Limited. CAMP believes every student is blessed with a core talent and aims to bring out the best in them through this platform. So CAMP is back with its 28th fortnightly session on crafting a profile for selection of career path. In today's workshop, Mr. Ayaz, with his background in career guidance and counseling, will help us understand what a career is, why it is important to explore career options at an early age, and how you can actually start exploring your career options now. But before we proceed with today's session, I would like to announce that registration for NASA 2023 are open. You can register on our website at www.camp.res.in. You can also get access to interesting podcasts, journals, articles, etc. from CSIR NISPER under your own student login. Visit our website www.camp.res.in to watch and read. Coming back to the session, creating a profile for selecting a career path involves assessing your skills, interests, values, and goals. By considering these aspects, you can develop a clearer understanding of your strengths and preferences, which Mr. Ayaz will better guide you in today's session. Now, without any delay, I would like to invite Mr. Ayaz to help us learn the ways of crafting a profile for selection of career path. Mr. Ayaz, I welcome you.
Thank you so much, Aniket, and a very warm welcome to all of you who are attending today's live session. I'm really excited to see so many people turn up today to be a part of this webinar series on crafting a profile for the selection of career path in collaboration with CAMP. I'm excited to see such an audience and warm welcome. I hope all of you are excited about this session. On your screen, you might also be able to see a chat box. You can type in your messages. I'm typing my message. Hi, good afternoon. You can see that anytime you have any question that you would like to ask, or if you felt that you are learning something new, or you have heard something new, you can use the chat box to affirm that and acknowledge that what you are learning is something new and novel, which is really helpful in understanding. So let's begin with our session. Again, thank you very much for this collaboration day and time. Would like to thank God for this wonderful day with all of you, with such a wonderful audience having here with interest to know about their career, with the knowledge and awareness, you can craft your future by selecting your profile right. My name is Ayaz Uddin, and I am a founder of the Careerologist. And before that, also I founded one more startup called the Staffing Circle. I started up my career in outsourcing industry in 2010. And then after a decent period of time, I started up my entrepreneurship journey. And why I found this career, this job, this business, and this path of entrepreneurship is to understand how everything is connected and how each decision influence your future, whether it's a wrong and right. We stand witness to our own decision. And I felt that there is a lot of work needed to be done in this industry, this segment, this part of it, because 10th standard or a schooling is a foundation of your everything. You learn many of the things or everything from your schooling. So I realized the real essence of education is to be really educated. Means to be really educated means is to know who you are, what do you like, what do you want, and that is from your inside, not something that is influenced from outside, from your friends, relatives, or colleagues, or etc. I am born and brought up in Hyderabad, Telangana, and I did my MBA, MSc, PMP, and CCA. I have done a lot of work in the corporate sector, from corporate training, learning and development. I have played multiple roles in HR, marketing, and sales department for information technology, and then started my entrepreneurship journey. So there is a lot of things to share with you guys. I hope you guys are excited and at the same time paying attention to what I'm talking, so that it becomes an important session, important lesson, and important things that you will carry out of this session for your life, out of this session. So I'm really excited. In the past, I have spoken at LinkedIn, HackerEarth, and I have also spoken at TEDx recently. So I was invited by TEDx to speak on the matter of future of everything is social and digital. The TED talks will be available on YouTube, but if you want to see what I have discussed, you can check out my LinkedIn profile, as well as it is available on Facebook of what I have discussed in my recent talk. See, school is a foundation of everything. There are so many things we will miss after we go out of school to our high school, to our degree college, or we might go for highest education in India, or we might go for higher education out of India studying abroad. But all of us, if there are parents attending this session webinar, they will know that we miss a lot of things in our school that we wish we wanted to go back. If there is a chance, we would and correct or learn those things which we have missed. A school is a commitment to your excellence, commitment to your knowledge, commitment to your awareness. Once you gain all of the exposure and experience in school, it becomes a foundation for you to make the rest of the decisions of your life. How would you make those decisions? Depends upon your knowledge and awareness. I believe that is why CAMP initiative is one of the creative and one of the promising initiative by the CAMP organizing committee and management, that knowledge and awareness platform. How would you make a decision? You make a decision based on your knowledge and awareness. If your knowledge and awareness is limited, you would choose from that limited knowledge and awareness the options available. But today, we are living in a digital world where we are connected with each other. We are able to find news that are happening across the world, in different parts of the world, in just few minutes. By looking at our mobile phones, we are getting information about what is happening on other part of the world. That means we are digitally connected now. So information has become ubiquitous, means it is available for everyone to search, retrieve, understand, and make decisions. As a parent, as a student, it is important to understand what sort of information is useful for my child, or what sort of information is useful for me as a student studying in 5th or 6th or 7th or 8th or 9th or 10th class. There are a lot of lessons to be learned from school as an individual, and there are a lot of lessons to be learned as a group. There are certain things that we do in school that are really important, that shapes your future. But a lot of things we miss in our school. The first thing that I would like to emphasize to all of you today attending this session is the meaning of education is not certificates or accolades. The meaning of education is excellence in understanding everything what the phenomenal world has to offer, how we are existing, what is the meaning of existence, and how important we are to contribute to the world that we are living. The world that we are living in is important to know and understand because we are part of it. If you are running towards accolades, certificates, certification, and all of those things, it becomes a lifelong journey of chasing the rat race. But it is important to know that if you are only chasing the certificates, you will not be able to chase the real life that you are given with. So it is important for you to know and understand who you are from within. What is the responsibility that you carry within yourself and outside of you? It is important because it will help you understand who you are and also help you understand the world around you. With the knowledge and decision, you can make rightful choices. For an example, today the world is digitally connected. It is allowing the people from one part of the world to navigate to another part of the world. From India to United States to South Africa to European countries. If you want to abroad, or if you want to study in Middle East, or if you want to study anywhere in the part of the world, you need to have knowledge and awareness about how the immigration works. If you do not have the knowledge of how immigration for a student visa works, you cannot make a decision to go abroad in US or UK or Canada or any European country that you want to study. This is a warm-up session that I want to give it to you guys so that you are able to catch up where I'm coming from. So that you have a very good warm-up about how digitally world is helping in communication, helping in making decision, and helping in crafting our futures. You are seeing right in front of you the world. Today, people from India are all across the world. They are in good jobs in major Fortune 500 companies, working as CEO executives. How? Because they have made a decision in the past. How did they make a decision? With the knowledge and awareness, they made a decision about themselves, how they want to craft their life, how they want to shape the future, and what they want to do in the life. If you want to understand the outside world, you need to understand the world inside of you. Otherwise, you will be confused between the things outside of you and inside of you. There are various personalities or various side of you that rest inside of you, that reside inside of you. If you do not bring the real you out of you, you will not be able to face the world the way it has to. The first thing that one has to know is to know yourself, who you are. The picture depicts that all are pencils, but they are with different colors. Their usage is same, that it is used for writing something on the board, on the paper, or on the board card or a whiteboard or anything. But have you seen their colors are different? Means everybody is different, but everybody is human. You need to understand what it is to be human and respect the difference that each one has it. Unless and until you know yourself, who you are, you cannot know the world outside of you. If you want to know who you want to be, how you want to be, just assess yourself, who you are, what do you like, what are your strengths and weaknesses, and what you genuinely care about. As we live in the digital world, we are always surrounded by technology, always surrounded by information. What information surrounds you becomes your abode. What information surrounds you becomes your abode, and then with that information you navigate. For an instance, if you are surrounded with the knowledge of engineering, if you have people in your house who are engineers, definitely you will be get influenced by them for engineering career or engineering as a job or engineering field for yourself. If you are surrounded by people who are advocates, absolutely the influence would be to become an advocate. If you are surrounded by people or you have an environment that is of doctors, physicians, healthcare workers. All the people that surrounds you would be talking about healthcare, nursing, doctor, physician, surgeon, ultimately creating your mind an ecosystem that you should also be considering a career in doctorate, or you should be pursuing in career in medicine. If you are finding this information relevant, you can also comment in the chat box that we are going good and you are finding this information relevant to assess and understand yourself and how the session is started to take a shape. Knowing yourself is important. There are some internal factors that influence you. There are some external factors that influence you. Unless and until you don't take firm stand on who you are and bringing who you are yourself from inside out, you cannot be confident, cannot be having confidence in becoming who you are or doing what you want to do. A lot of people from the past or from 90s or before 90s have made decision about their career because someone has said that this career is good, that career is good, finance is good, science is good, engineering is good, commerce is good. But how many people would say that they have made this decision based on their own self, or they have taken a help of a career guidance cell, or they have taken a help from a career counseling platform, or they have taken a help from a person who is into education, knowledge and awareness for school, college, and universities. Very few will say that we have taken advice from the resource who is right, who would answer us the way we are. The answer is not influenced by parents, by relatives, by friends, or anyone. The answer is relevant to who I am, what my profile is, my skills and abilities are, based on which one can select your career. As you are in the school, you might be thinking all of you are same, all of you are wearing the same uniform. The meaning of uniform is uniformity. We think that we are all equal with having same mindset. Yes, we are equal as humans and we wear in the school uniforms because we want to show the uniformity, that there is no difference, there is no discrimination. But everybody minds work different. And how everybody minds work different? It works different because our cultures, because of our thinking, because of our mind, how it operates, how it thinks, how it reacts and responds to things around us. So the future would be different from the present that we are in. Tomorrow, you can be a teacher, you can be a software professional, you could be a HR manager, you could be an entrepreneur, you could be into fashion designing, you could be into industrial work, you could be into healthcare, or you could be into the sales career. It is important for you to know which path is important for you. It is important to know what you can do and how you can know it: by supervision, by guidance, by knowledge awareness sessions like this. Only then you can able to understand yourself what I want to be. See, what you want to be is very easy if you think straight. The world is a theater. You are playing a role in the theater. You need to choose your role right, what you want to play in this world. Otherwise, you will be confused about your audience, about your stage, about your time, about your things. If you are not able to choose your role, which role you want to play in the theater, in the world, you will be confused about the role you would be playing. And even if you play that role, you will be confused about why I'm doing this. I feel no connection. How our education is different from corporate world. This would always haunt you back. So that's why we are all here to support you, to give you knowledge and information, what is important for you in your life. A human is always surrounded by knowledge and information that is huge in quantum numbers. But Not all the information provided will be processed, materialized, or used in life. If somebody is a doctor, the knowledge of doctorate or being a doctor is important only related to, it's only important when it is related to healthcare of a patient. Any doctor will not read about the knowledge of law, the knowledge of governance, the knowledge that relates to contracts. It means the world has so much of information, but you should process only that information which is relevant to you so that you become niche, you become specialized, you become the sought after person. If you try to process all the information in the world, you will be jack of all, master of none. It is also important to know this as well. With the information, with the digital age, you might get to know about a lot of things. But if you get to know about a lot of things and get confused as to choose what thing you want to do, it becomes really hard for you to even choose who you want to be because there are so many options. So it is always important for a human to receive the shadow. Shadow means guidance, guidance from people who are in this field, people who are crafting people's future because they are aware about what is happening, the connection between college to corporate world, what the corporate world demands and what the college and school and university teaches. So the bridge is between these two, is the people who have knowledge and awareness about career paths, about corporate world, about businesses, about things. So until and unless you know yourself, you cannot make right decision. To know yourself, you need to know what are your qualities inside and out. Now, let's discuss, who do you want to be? Do you have anything in your mind what you want to be? Do you want to be an entrepreneur? What is meant by an entrepreneur? Do you know what are the qualities and traits of an entrepreneur? Or do you want to be a chef? Do you know what you need to do to become a chef in the 5-star hotel? What you need to study? What you need to do to become a successful chef? Or do you want to be a soccer player? Do you want to be in the sports or want to play soccer? Or do you want to play basketball? Do you want to start a career in sports, playing any of the sports activities that you like? The picture, the video in front of you shows you one of the sports that we have. But how many of the sports do you know? Or which of the sport do you like? If do you like it and love it, how do you want to pursue this career? How can you get how can you get the entry to this industry, to these people, to this career is the key to the knowledge and awareness. And that is why we are doing this session for you. Do you want to be a superwoman? You can be, but how you can be a superwoman or superman depends upon your knowledge and awareness and education. A superman or superwoman is a person who is always available to serve humanity, to help humanity, to serve humanity selflessly, unconditionally, unjudgmentally. If you want to be a superman or superwoman, you need to love humanity and serve humanity. To become a superhuman, you don't need to have any qualification. It's a default quality of a human being. It is in innate ability of a human. It is in the nature of a human to be kind, to be social, to be helpful to people. Or do you want to be a doctor? How many of you want to be a doctor? And if you say that I want to be a doctor, then tell me how many degrees do we have in doctor? Do we have allopathy? Do we have Unani? Or do you have surgery? Or do you have general physician? How would you choose which path is right for you? Do you want to do BAMS, BUMS, Or do you want to pursue an MBBS? MBBS, if you want to pursue, what are the career options? How will you get selected? How would you choose your seat? How would you receive your seat? How would you choose your career path? Depends upon your knowledge and awareness. Or do you want to be a gardener? Today, people is aware about a lot of things. Earlier, people would choose lawyer as a career, doctor as a career, engineer as a career, or something which is accepted by society, which is relevant to the society, they choose it. They choose these careers because their parents have said this. These parents have told this, that being a lawyer will get paid you a lot of money. Being a doctor will get paid you a lot of money. Being a person in the eyes of society will always make you in trouble. The trouble is to know that you are knowing yourself. The trouble is, if you are influenced by the people from outside of you, you will not be thoroughly be able to enjoy yourself properly. So it is important for you to know who you want to be and choose who you want to be. If you want to be a gardener, you should be a gardener. There is no issue in choosing that career. You can take care of people, farms, hotels, or any private properties and be able to be a good manager managing people's property. So it is important for you to know all of these things. Or do you want to be an architect? I'm talking about the architect who help us build houses, complexes, buildings. Do you know what degree do you need to have if you want to be an architect? It is important for you to know that if you have passion about building something in the construction industry, how would you choose this path? What you want to do, who you want to be, how will you earn money? How will you take decision? Do you want to become an architect and work in Saudi Arabia, Dubai, Qatar, Kuwait? Or do you want to be an architect and travel to Europe and become an architect and then work in a company who is into construction? How would you make that choice? It is important for all the parents listening today that all of these choices can be made based upon your knowledge and awareness about where you want to do this thing, what you want to do in your life. How many of you want to be an astronaut? Do you know how to be an astronaut? What needs to be studied if you want to be an astronaut? Or does NASA have a university where they teach you to become an astronaut? You see, there are a lot of careers and there are a lot of decisions to be made. Unless and until we have knowledge about these particular things, we cannot make rightful decisions, and we don't know how to make that decision possible for us. Otherwise, it will become difficult. The dream will be dream. You cannot manifest your dream. Remember, your life is given one time. If you cannot make decision in this life about your dream, it will be dream. The dream can only become true once you are out of your dream in reality, manifesting that reality. Do you want to be a software developer? Do you know what are the programming languages do we have? And how you can become a programming language expert? How can you make a software? How can you make a website? How can you make a mobile app? What top technologies are there in the market? Do you know? Remember, growing up, you will become a professional. You will be working in different industries or top 5 industries or top 3 industries. You will be providing solution or services. Which industry do you want to work? What role you want to play? You can today in 21st century decide and control that. Earlier, people will not have a lot of choices because the knowledge and awareness was not available. But today, knowledge and awareness is available through platforms like CAMP, through people like me who are helping people to spread information, knowledge, and awareness about career choices, career planning. According to Indian Association of Career Planning, very few people do career planning, or very few people attend career planning webinar and attend sessions which are relevant for them in career. Lot of people are influenced by decision by their parents, by their relatives. Many of the people don't even know why do we study, what is the use of their degree, or is your degree relevant to your career. You can see it for yourself. If you are graduated from top universities, are you doing the relevant job to your university studies, or you are doing a different job? This question needs to be answered. If you are a parent watching this and you say that my degree is something, but I have made a career in something else because I could not able to secure a job, or could not able to gain certain amount of information and awareness where I can pursue this career. As a parent, as an individual, you need to know, you need to be aware of all these things that are happening around you. The companies that are located in your state, in your city, the industries that operate, what sort of roles we have in different companies, all you need to have awareness. If you do not take this decision for your children, at least take help of somebody who knows all this stuff, who can help you make right choice and decision for you, for your children, out of behalf of you. Otherwise, the way the parents suffered in their life of not doing what they wanted to do in their life, or not being in the role that they wanted to play, will always haunt us throughout our life. It is important to give a beautiful career to your children. And as a children, if you are a school student watching this session, remember always, it is important for you to be you, who you really are. And you can be only who you are when you know yourself, when you have awareness and knowledge about you inside and about the world outside of you. So here is the gist of what I have been talking to you for a while now. I know a lot of you might have been through this information from different webinars and all of these things and might be bored even. But remember, a lot of people hear it, but very few people listen to what we are really talking here, and what is the importance of this talk, and what is the importance of this session. Career planning is an important part of life. A lot of people before 90s, before 2000, did not got an opportunity to do proper career planning. And today they are in the world facing difficulties, working in an environment they don't like, or are in the role that they did not want it to be. So a career planning is a theory. A career planning is a plan for your future. There are many career plan theories that how career plan works. There are various theories revolving around you. But important for you is the theory that is relevant to you, resonates with you, and it is relevant to your principles and values, financial background, and etc. What is a career planning? See, a career is a job or a business or an industry you would like to work for. If you don't know what industries are, how can you choose the industries? Okay. If you don't know what are the types of jobs, you cannot choose what job you will play. And if you don't know how to get relevant education for that particular job and industry, you will not be able to make decision. And that is why it is important to have a career plan in place. Who do you want to be in the future? Why you need to be anything in the future is a question. Is being human is not sufficient? Yes, it is sufficient. But in order for you to make money, in the world, it requires you to play a role in which you are helping somebody in something. In return, in consideration, you get money. So that's why we have to play a role It is sufficient to be human, but it is also important to play a role so that you are helping humanity, helping the world in anything that they are trying to achieve, which is helpful for you, which is fulfilling for you, which is important for you. So career planning revolves around education, motivation, success, career ladder, defining goals, strengths, weaknesses, and qualification. Holland's 6 personality types. Holland have discovered and given this theory to assess a personality based on 6 principles. A person could be a realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, and conventional. What is realistic? What is investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, conventional meaning? There are different ways a person would like to work in an environment. There are different ways a person thinks. Realistic meaning a person who wants to be in the field, realistically doing things. They are practical, scientific, and methodological. If by doing this assessment and you found yourself to be a realistic person, you can work for public health services. It is important for you to know yourself who you are. You can be into any of this career. You can be investigative. If you are serious and willing to investigate things and you are intuitive, you evaluate things, you can go into environment, health sciences, health services. You can be artistic. You like art, you like being independent, you would like to express things. You can be in the public health communication services. If you are social, want to help people, want to enlighten people, inform people, train people, you can into health education services. If you are an entrepreneur, enterprising, you are influencing people, pursuing people, performance, then you can go for entrepreneurship, public health policy, health planning, and etc. If you are conventional, you like maths, numbers, mathematical, you can be in the data side of it, such as data. You are data driven, analytical, data oriented. You can be a data scientist, data administrator, biostatistician. So all of these are important. You can see there are multiple streams that we have available today. After intermediate, after 12th standard, what you can do, either you can go for general course, or you can go for polytechnic, or you can go for ITI courses, or paramedical, or short-term courses as well. You will play different roles in your life, including as a children, as an adult, as a mature adult, as an old person. So you need to know what role you are playing. As a human, you will play many roles. You will wear many hats as an adult, as a young entrepreneur, as an employee, as a professional, as an expert professionally. But as a human, you will be a brother, sister, mother, father, grandfather, and children. All things has to be aligned in your life to make rightful decisions. This is what it shows. This is a growth period. This is an exploration. This is an establishment, maintenance, and declines. Everything has a life cycle, even human. From the stage of starting up till we become old, you have to plan things accordingly. In order to do that, you will need knowledge and assessment. I hope you all like this powerful power pack, super speed presentation from me. If you have any questions, you can ask me if you have any questions. Aniket, I will hand it over to you. You can ask people if they have any questions they would like to ask.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Mr. Yas, for this wonderful session. I'm sure I'm really impressed, like the creativity of this presentation. That was really marvelous. It was a perfect presentation. I'm sure it was convenient to understand for the students also. So I just want to say for the students, if you love the presentation and how Mr. Ayazuddin spoke on this wonderful topic, can we please have a thumbs up for him or a clap emoji? Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. Great, great. Oh, we even have a heart. Lovely. So everyone enjoyed the session. Okay, so moving on further, let's see if you have any question, please raise your hands and I will pick you up one by one. And please make sure that your video is also turned on. It makes it easier to find you. So please turn on your video, raise your hand, and we'll pick you up one by one for the question and answer. So first of all, we have in text. Okay, can you please ask your question? First of all, Mr. Ayaz, can we please turn off the on-screen presentation, if that would be possible? Mr. Ayaz, can you please stop screen sharing? Yes, perfect. Yep. Great. Okay, so in text, can you please unmute yourself? And first of all, please tell us your name. You have to unmute yourself. Yes. What is your name and which school are you from?
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I hope you are fine.
Yes, thank you. I'm doing very good. And I'm
Okay.
feeling really good seeing all of you. Excited.
Navodaya Vidyalaya Vattem.
Okay.
I have a doubt that we gain knowledge only from books and not from other things.
Okay. Is it only your question?
Sir?
This is the only question you have, right? The knowledge, the source of knowledge is only the books you're asking?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the source of knowledge is reality. The base of the knowledge is book. Always the bookish knowledge will not help you in everything, but bookish knowledge will give you the foundation of everything. The world outside the book is totally different. In the book, we read only about principles, foundations. The reality might be totally different. Do you have any more questions?
You're on unmute. Can you please unmute yourself? Okay, yes. Do you have any more questions?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. We'll proceed on to the next question.
Thank you, sir.
We have another question from Arav. He wants to know how he can assess himself in terms of career. Like, is there any free online test?
Yeah. So we also have a free career test assessment. And I hope CAMP is also having some assessment availability that if people can contact them and they can take the assessment. I, from Careerologist, also provide a free assessment on career, but a free assessment is just about basic understanding of your personality. It's not about career. Career is a guidance, is a counseling with you to make you understand who you are and what is available for you to do in the world. It's both ways, and that's how counseling works. For an instance, I told that knowledge is ubiquitous. It is available already on internet, right? If you are not able to make any sense of that information, you are failing. You are not able to make that decision because your awareness is not that mature, your thinking is not that mature, and you cannot make a right decision for yourself. And that's why you take career guidance and counseling. I hope this helps.
Yes, okay. I just want to make sure that we also provide guidance. We have the NASTA exam. I'm sure everyone must be aware, all the students are NASTA registered participants. Wow. So you all know that we also organize the same exam, and with the help of NASTA, you get to know your scientific temperament level and to what extent you also get career guidance also, to what extent these specific skills that you have in terms of scientific temperament, which career opportunities suit that profile, because it can't be perfect. You cannot say that, okay, if you have these skills, you will be doing this in the future. You are more likely to land in that career option, or you will do better in those fields, depending on your interest and the skills.
One of the things that Aniket that I liked about the scientific temper. See, in today's world, if you're talking anything, you cannot just smoke about it. What is the meaning of smoking about it? You cannot just say it without proving it. It is real scientific research. Today, if you are attending this session, because Aniket or Camp might have research about me that he has achieved something and which is real. It's not something out of the blue, somebody is coming and going to speak or show something which is not relevant. So in order for you to take any decision, you need information which is scientific. And that's where the scientific temper comes from, to be in the reality and to access real data. Be data driven, because we are living in connected and digital world. Thank you. There are questions in the chat as well.
Feel free, please feel free to pick any questions.
So Kunal is saying that I want to become a software engineer, but people says more than 90% of engineer be employed, then what should I do? Please guide me. Okay. See, the entire session was about not being influenced by people, parents, friends, and relatives, because they are not software engineers, right? Ask somebody who is a software engineer, or ask somebody who are in this field to guide you to become software engineers. It is important for you to know this. Do not believe 90% of engineers. See, I told you world is become digital. Yes or no? I'm telling the world is become connected. Who are these people who are developing this connection, internet, circuits, devices, engineering? With the software only we are connecting, no? Example, Zoom is a software developed by software professionals. That is why we are able to connect. And if you say 90% are unemployed, how is Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, GitHub, all of these are working? They make the part of us. See, discussion should be reasonable and logical. It has to be in the reality of the world, what is happening and what is real. It is not fictitious. It has to be real. I hope this answers this question. What course should I do to become a teacher? See, becoming a teacher is a very responsible job. There are institutes that can help you to become teachers, such as pursuing a teacher's teaching diploma from Asian College of Teachers. You can also take diploma courses as well. So in order to become teachers, you need to know the teaching principles, how to deliver lectures, courses, instructional designing, how to work with different age groups, planning, assessments, and etc. By competition and Harshit, let me read one more question. If I missed any one question, they can retype it. I'm just checking the chat box. Sir, what should I do to become a banker? Okay, Shivam, to become a banker, you need to understand where you want to work with a government bank or a public sector bank. You know, private banks. You want to work for ICICI, SDFC, any bank you want to work. You can also become a private banker. You can become without having to go through a lot of exams for banking, for working for a government sector. You can also directly do a graduation in commerce and then directly reach out to SDFC from front desk services. You can be relationship manager. You can be working in a bank selling insurance policies, or you can be a person working in bank in the front desk as well. Sir, I'm interested in mathematics, but I want to become an IAS officer, and also heard that to become an IAS officer, it will require the knowledge of history and civics, but I'm not interested in civics and history. See, Indian Administrative Service. You want to serve India. You want to be with people. In order to serve and be with people, you need to know who people are, where people come from, what are their culture, what is their history. Unless and until you know what happened in past, you cannot treat the present, or you cannot build the future, because you need to know all of these things, have awareness of these things, because we are living in a diversity. India is a diversified country, different culture, different languages. If you don't want to know all of these things, even if you become the IAS officer, tomorrow when you are in people, you will be very much unwelcoming. You will not like to work with people, or you do not want to be with the people because you did not like civics, history, and you are treating people wrong because you don't know how to treat people, what are their cultures, what are their do's and don'ts of the countrymen, different countrymen. Yes, I'm very by seeing competition in the world. Harshit Jain, you don't have to worry about the competition. See this feeling that everybody will become an accountant, everybody will be lawyer, everybody will be software engineer. World have enough of the opportunities for everyone. And everybody, by the grace of God, are gifted with different abilities. Everybody is unique. See, there are two different doctors in the same city. Why people change doctor, even though both have same degrees, right? Difference of opinion, difference of suggestions, and difference of treatment only. That's why they change, right? So you don't have to worry that there is a competition. The competition is there for making you more healthier, happier, and it helps you to grow in a competitive environment. If there is no competition, how can you be more valuable? Sir, I'm interested in maths, physics, and geography. I also like to travel and explore the world. What is the right type of career for me? See, you can be a historian, librarian. You can travel around the world and then become a part of NGOs and organization, archaeology. You can do a lot of things over there, but it is important for you to have assessment first. You can say that I like maths, physics, and geography, but unless and until you know your personality, because with the age we change. Today you are hungry, that's why you are wanting food. Tomorrow you might not be hungry, you will not want food. If you are hungry today, tomorrow you might not be. Similarly, our feelings and emotions get developed as we reach our young age, from young age to adolescence, from adolescence to adult age. So as we change our feelings, we might change our preferences also. Every age group requires different assessment, knowledge, and understanding what they like, what they want to be. Okay, sir, thank you so much. Sir, I want to become an IAS officer. What should I do? Please guide me. See, to become an IAS officer, you need to write IAS, IPS exam, common entrances exam. You need to have a lot of information about history of India, cultures, everything about India, peoples and all. You can also get separate coaching for IAS. There are institutions available. You need to enroll in those institutions. They will guide you through the materials and exams, common entrances exams as well. My last question, what should I do to become a software engineer? Okay. Kunal, it is important to know what type of software engineer you want to become. There are different programming languages. You can become a PHP, Java, .NET, C, C++ software developer. What sort of specialization you want to do? Software means you want to build web application, mobile application, or standalone applications. Then you have to learn the backend of the software engineering. You can learn the languages by going to certain institutes who are teaching Java, .NET, C, C++, and etc. So that is about becoming software engineer. In order to become software engineer, you need to have numerological, analytical, data skills. Again, I would suggest for you to have a test for yourself, and then based upon your interests, the language that you want to choose, the environment you want to choose, you can start becoming a software engineer by getting to know different softwares, different programming languages, and etc. I'm not really sure what to choose as my career. What should I do to choose it? Okay, this is really important. If you are not sure about your career, that is why the career assessment is for, to make you understand who you are. I told you, your inside is different, your outside is different. Career assessment will tell you who you are inside, and you will choose the environment outside of you. So it is important for you to choose for yourself. And that is why there are counseling platform, counselors, guidance, services available for all the people who can choose and they want to choose right, or for the people who don't know what to choose, they can also receive the suggestion. If I want to do sports, what should I do after graduation? See, there are today Anshita Varmani. There are today lots of master courses available and degree courses available in sports management. you have BSc, you have MSc in sports management. You need to choose which sport you want to specialize in and how you can become a part of the sports industry. There are a lot of roles in the sports industry. Do you want to be working in the sports industry as an anchor, or do you want to work as a coach, or do you want to work in the field, or do you want to be a manager working for a sports management company? You need to decide for yourself. Sir, what do you, please give your number, please answer me, my dear. Sir, what kind of degrees do I need to have to be a lawyer? See, if you want to be a lawyer, you can be, you can have your LLB. You can do LLB, LLM, that is the career path. You can do bachelor's in LLB and then you do your LLM. I'm not sure what to choose as my career. What should I do? Sir, how can I prepare for CAMP exam? For CAMP exam, you need to connect with Aniket, sir. He will be able to guide you. Can I be a pilot? Asmita Sharma, yes, you can be a pilot. You can go to any of the aviation training services companies, and then they will give you the courses that they have available, from air hostess to airport management to becoming a pilot. What are the requirements? You can get the guidance from there. Sir, my last question is, what should I do to become a software engineer? I have already told you, to become a software engineer, you need to have programming knowledge, programming languages, basic frameworks, development and technologies. If I choose science stream, can I become an ISC? To become an IAS, IPS officers, you need to have great IQ and great general knowledge. If you choose any of the streams also, you can go ahead and write the exams and qualify for IAS and IPS. Okay, sir, let's suppose that I have interest in both science and social. Now, which is better for me, software engineer or IAS? See, IAS careers or IPS careers are solely inward decisions. You want to serve people. You want to be service to the country. IAS and IPS. It's not a job that you will do for your own self. You will be in the leadership of serving people. That means you will not make decisions. It is important for you to understand this thing. Software engineer, you can work for different companies, different organizations, different environments, and different countries. But in IAS and IPS, remember, you are serving country, you are serving the people. You cannot choose. It's not a position of choosing. It's a position of serving people. Serving is instinctive feeling about your heart that you want to save life, secure people, provide an environment for people for thriving and growth. That is an IAS and IPS. Sir, I have an illusion for a long time. The career is hanging in with a huge ladder of money to assess it rather than knowledge. I don't know is true or not. Realme C2 have asked me a question. See, as a student or a child or a children of the age group for 5th to 10th standard, these are your mind thoughts. It's not reality. These are your mind thoughts. That is why you need a guidance from people who are in that field of your interest, that they can tell you how you can become something of your interest, who you want to be. Money is not the thing. Today, the government is providing scholarships. Lot of organizations are providing scholarship for different subjects, career stream, bachelor's or master's. So do not think that in order to have knowledge, you need to have access to money. If you are looking at the news, people from farming background, children of farmers becoming IAS and IPS. Are they growing money in the farm and then having access to money and then becoming IAS and IPS officer? So the real problem is knowledge and awareness. If you don't have, you will have the confusion and questions in your mind. If you have confusion and question in your mind, talk to somebody who have answers for that, who have knowledge for that. Don't ask a fool. Don't ask somebody who don't know. Otherwise, he or she will confuse you. What should I do to become a doctor? Okay, Yash Parmar, to become a doctor, choose which doctor you want. You want to be Ayurvedic doctor, Unani doctor, allopathic doctor, or you want to be a surgeon, you want to be a general physician. You have different courses for different areas of specialization. I'm not sure what to do, choose as my career. What should I do? Please help me with my question. If you don't know what to do or choose as your career path, first thing is to do your analysis. What is your knowledge and awareness as of today? What are the skills and strengths as of today? Then you can go ahead and select the top 5 list of your careers and then talk to your career counselor who are assessing your profile, that what is best for me based on my report, not based on what I want. There are combination. One is your report, second is the person who is counseling. These two combination can give you lot of real-time knowledge in the world versus your report. If your career counselor is not right a person who does not have real world knowledge, real world examples, he might also give you traditional advices and sources. So be careful. Thing I need to do, become a commercial pilot. See, like I said, Fasiha, to become a commercial pilot, there are aviation institutions. They will give you courses in which you can enroll and then take the course, take the number of hours of flying training, and then they will give you a license, they will give you a certificate, and then you can start applying for jobs for becoming a commercial pilot. Aviation Institute, Google about this thing. What about becoming a badminton player? See, becoming a badminton player, it's a personal choice. You want to become a badminton player. There is no book for becoming badminton player. You need to go out in the field and then start playing badminton with the people who are your idol, who influence you. Become a part of that group and then gain knowledge about how to play nationally, interstate championship, and then how to play internationally. If you go and pick up the people from that field, you will get a lot of knowledge about this badminton career as an option. But it is important. Not every badminton player will become national or international level player. Not everybody will become recognition. If you want to become badminton player for recognition, it's a very risky job. The people who started badminton player and got recognition, they did not started this game for recognition. They started this game for passion. They wanted to be. And that passion made them get recognized in the later stage. If you want to directly choose a career where you want to be recognized by people of city or state or government and etc., it's a very risky path. See, to become a lawyer, I told you, right, to write a law set and then you can take enrollment in LLB career when I'm thinking. So you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be afraid. As a human, the first thing that you need to learn as a human is stop fearing. Fearing of unknown. It controls your mind and everything. You need to practice peace. You need to practice meditation. You need to practice dhyan. Then only you can control your fear. Future is here. You know, there are a lot of people who are sitting for making futures of the people, careers of the people. As a child, you do not have to be afraid of anything. We all are here, who are humans, are here for you to help. Human has a tendency to fear. It's a natural instinct. But seeking help is an option today. You can ask right people, right question, they will guide you right. So don't fear. Sir, I want to become a lawyer. It's answer, very afraid of future. Sir, how can I become aerospace scientist? See, scientist, becoming a scientist, having an opportunity, you need to research about aerospace industry roles, whether you want to be an engineer working in a cockpit, or you want to be a pilot, or you want to be into aerospace science where you are working with rockets. We have available in India that are helping. Also, sir, how can I become animator, as in India it has very less scope? Oh, Tejas Dash, you can become an animator. 3D animation is booming. UI UX design is booming. Animation is one of the fastest growing industry. Don't listen to the losers. Just focus on this thing, that animation, UI UX, front end design and development. Digital is the future. Always remember. So as we are running out of time, it's 5:05. There are lots of questions I'm getting. I'm very happy that there are people asking the question. Sir, what should I do? Take after 10 to become CEO. CEO is not a job role. Remember, CEO is a decision. You are business owner. So I will continue to impart you knowledge. We are running short of time. There are so many questions. Aniket, I think the session was really helpful for people to ignite the minds and raise the questions. It is just floating questions.
Definitely, I agree. So I'd like to mention, like you said, that there are a lot of questions. So in case if your question wasn't answered, because due to lack of time, we weren't able to answer your question, you can write your question. I'll just type down my email address in the chat box. You can write down your question and share it with us. We'll share it with Mr. Ayaz, and I'm sure he'll be more than happy to guide you. So I'm just typing my email address. You can type in your question and share it with me. Okay, here it is. So before we end, I really want to say that thank you all for being such a wonderful audience, and Mr. Ayaz, especially you, for taking the time to be a part of this wonderful session. Thank you so much.
It was a very warm welcome, and trust me, I did not expect it such a great warm response, and it's a emotional feeling to be attached to all of these people. And we are all doing a noble job of helping people find their career, knowledge and awareness and scientific temper. Please stay in touch with Aniket, and if you have any questions, send it to him. And also take guidance from all the services the camp is providing, the courses, the exam, the test. It will help you shape. Growing up, becoming a perfect man is a lifelong process. You cannot become perfect with one advice, one course, one degree. It takes lots of time to make you a perfect man. So thank you so much, everyone. What a great session I had. And then let's continue spreading the light of knowledge and awareness. Thank you so much again. Take care.
Thank you. Mr. Ayaz, I'd like to mention one more thing. Like, as you mentioned, that this interacting with students and young generation, it's an amazing thing. It has that emotion, that feeling it has that's come at a different level. So I just want to mention that camp is also, it organizes a series with the name of Achievers. And what we do in that Achiever series is we invite students under the age of 18, obviously, who have achieved success using the innate talent or have done something exceptional. We invite them and introduce on the episode as a speaker and help them interact with other students and be able, they'd be able to guide them, motivate them. For example, if someone of their own age, someone who falls within that age criteria, they'll be able to connect with them. And for example, if let's say I want to become an author, how do I become an author? That would be much more convenient from a student who has been doing that same thing. So I'd like to mention that on 30th June, we'll be having a 12th episode of the Achievers series. In this episode, we will be interacting with Ms. Prasiddhi Singh, who is a young environmental conservationist. And like all our achievers, she's also the recipient of the Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Bal Puraskar.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. So don't forget to check out the promo video on our social media to learn more about the episode. See you on the Achievers Interactive session on 30th June also. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone. And it's a very heartwarming, emotional for me to see the bright minds are getting right knowledge and awareness. In United States, we used to see scientific temper. Today, we have the initiative in India of scientific temper is to know and believe in scientific knowledge and govern our life with scientific facts, research, and data. A warm welcome given by all of you to me, and I am clapping for all of you who have attended the sessions. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. To all the students, I would like to mention that camp registration is open for NASTA 2023. Please feel free to register yourself. You can register on our website at www.camp.res.in. Okay, I'd like to ask one more thing for the students. How many of you are health conscious? How many of you take care of your health? So can you please raise your hands if you are health conscious or take care of your health? Nice, nice, amazing. Wow, we have a lot of students. Great, great. So, okay, for you, we will be organizing on 21st of June, on the occasion of International Yoga Day at 10 a.m., we will be having a special workshop on yoga for all of you. Please do check out the camp social media handles for more update about this upcoming workshop. You can copy the link, joining link, and make sure you register for this workshop and stay health conscious as you are. Thank you so much. Now we will end the session and hope to see you soon with these interactive sessions by camp. Thank you so much.